why Instagram, right? And yes, there is a good question. Why Instagram? I mean, around 1 billion of the people are online now on the Instagram. It's like third and fourth most important social media channel for us. The average post on the Instagram contain approximately 10 hashtags. And this is what a true advanced feature what we can use in our incorporate in our marketing and all that, the hashtags. Then with a billion users on the app, less than 35 or in the age group till 35, we have 71% of the people, and these 70% of one of the people are either a good influencer or are decision makers today, right? So where we live in the Bangalore, I mean, majority of the IT folks are in this range, and they are the people those who take decision makings just in the real estate, in the automobile industry, in all the formats, even for the education. I mean, all the students comes into this range. So Instagram becomes one of the most important time. The average time spent is what you can see on the screen there. The approximately 53 minutes is what is used in the Instagram side of it. The other few quick facts what we will cover here, which I'm not going into depth in the next slide, is about why voice, why AI, and why messenger. So these are the four disruptive technology of the coming future. And as a platform, anyone should be looking at which platforms help you to basically integrate all this kind of and disruptive technology into the solution, and then build your marketing strategies and actionable marketing insights there, right?
Instagram is the next trending platform where majority of the youngsters and the age group which is below 35 or within 35 is going towards it, and which is, you know, the maximum, I will say, consumer area or interest consumer sections for anybody. Now, currently, when we look at Instagram, there are very specific to ad sections. When once somebody wants to put up an ad, they have three sort of options. Either they go by a carousel, so which looks something like this, and or they go by a story ads, which is mostly a story-based ad. The interesting thing of all these ads or campaigns which we do in Insta, if you noticed, all these campaigns and ads actually tend to take us to either a landing page or a website. If you look at the conversion ratio from any ads currently, either from Instagram or FB, the market statistics shows that it can't go beyond, say, 6 to 8%. So the reach of this conversion or the maximum threshold of these conversions are between 6% to 8%. Now, very interestingly, if you ask me why it is not going beyond that, the answer is the next slide. All these ads are either focused upon content marketing or influencing marketing. So these are the two methods prominently we are using nowadays to pitch up our ads or create our ads. So either of them, when we say content marketing or influencing marketing, if we look at the research work which is done by major global agencies when it comes to the ratio or the conversion ratio, as per the conversion ratio, which is broadly 2 to 2.5% when it comes to content marketing. So content marketing gives around 2.2 to 2.5% of conversion ratio. This is actually done by major leading agencies. And when it comes to influencing marketing, the ratio is 4.75. So in both the sense scenarios, if we look at, the ratio is not going beyond 5%. So either we are doing a content marketing or we are doing as influencing marketing, the ratio is not going beyond 5%. So if our current strategy is, doing content marketing or influencer marketing, we cannot get a result beyond 7 to 8%. So the results which are coming around 7 to 8% are fairly good. Now, the next gen agencies or next gen methods of marketing are talking about how to improvise or how to maximize the marketing conversion rate. So what they tend and what they say is basically bringing a new method of marketing which calls as a conversational marketing, which is more fruitful, where a user or a buyer or a visitor can ask major of the content, major of the questions, and get immediate response because they get a personal touch. And most of the time, the data or the conversation is spontaneous or real time. So that's where the major trend of marketing is, or methods of marketing is going on. So as per a survey, which is done by Dev Shaffi, he's a a famous publisher of Smart Insight. Smart Insight is a platform, training platform, and a digital media template creation platform. He says that the current conversation to conversion ratio when we begin with is 15%. Very interestingly, there is a case study available by Hotspot. They have done this case study based on their own market research for their own business. What it suggests or what it says is approximately 25% is their conversion ratio when it comes to conversation. So conversation to conversion ratio for Hotspot is around 25%. So that's why the world is moving towards these type of technologies called live chats or chatbots, where you can build a conversation, have an one-on-one conversation with the buyer, and have a instantaneous discussion with them. So which reveals to, or which tends to have both the sides of marketing methods. It is content as well as it is influencing as well. So now the bigger challenge when it comes to how we can bind our digital ads, current digital ads, together with conversation platforms. So the answer is currently is ORAI. ORAI is one of a platform where all your current digital ads can be tightly connected to conversation platforms. So friends, welcome to the world of ORAI. Now I'm just skipping down my presentation and moving towards my desktop so that you can see a real-time demo, which I'm going to show you how well we can connect, how well our existing ads, either in Facebook or Instagram, can be connected to a conversation platforms. So to show you, I'll quickly open my Instagram, which is here. And you can see currently there's a ad which is going for Jeep. This is a static ad. I'm not using any stories, none of these features. It's a simple static ad. By the way, ORAI can be connected to any of the platforms, any of the ad types as well. So what happens when we actually try to look into this ad? So the traditional ads which I was talking about takes you to a landing page or to a website. So they are neither, having a conversation. It's more of an content base. So now with ORAI, when I click this, you are directly connected in a conversation with the buyer immediately on their WhatsApp. So before moving to this, I just want to show you how the traditional methods looks like, or the traditional WhatsApp looks like. Just going back to my presentation. So if you look at the traditional way of WhatsApp, it's more often one way, where it's used majorly for a notification when it comes to interaction with a user. Either it sends a notification, or once we try to book a ticket, or try to book a hotel, try to book a show, it sends you a broader notification to your phone. So majorly it's used for notification purposes. And either you can have a discussion with within the business WhatsApp, either pressing 1 or 2 option. None of them is currently available for a full-fledged conversation.
Right, and I believe, Sujit, as we go out and talk to the businesses and organization across, I mean, still not all the organization have got this verified business account, what you're showing. And this is the latest methodology right now to share the information with the end users. I mean, this is still not adopted by many of the businesses, but yeah, at least this has been used by top brands.
Yeah, absolutely. So now when I look at ORAI platform with the conversation method, now I can ask, or I can have any type of a conversation within WhatsApp. So just to show you a quick demo. Tell me the specification of Compass. Okay. Now you can see it starts interacting with me. What are the color variants available? Here you go.
So it's all about a natural language processing now. So you're talking to the bot in the natural language, and it's not just pressing 1, 2, 3. It's like the conversation which is getting started here over the WhatsApp.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not even very specific to the topic. If you remember, I started this WhatsApp message from a Compass ad where I just clicked about Compass and it starts responding me based on the details. Now I just quickly say, so now it started interacting with me about other cars. Now, very interestingly, what I'm gonna do, I'm just deleting all this conversation. So I'll go back. I am deleting the complete conversation which I had with ORAI. So now I'm just having one day, I just came up in the morning and I want to inquire about something for a car. So I'm just saying hi. Now you can see it starts understanding me. It's know what was my buying pattern, what information I was looking for last time. So it says, hey Sujit, what can I do for you? Last time you are looking for Jeep Compass. Are you looking for more detail? Or I will tell you about the other available Jeep car options. Now think about AI running in backend through your business WhatsApp account and responding to all your buyers automatically without even a human intervention. So what else ORAI can do when it's tightly integrated? That's where my next slide comes into picture. Yeah, Swapnil, go ahead now. Swapnil, looks like you are talking in mute.
I'm sorry. So this is very interesting because few of the conversations which I was looking now, people have asked like, we have WhatsApp, we have done something in the WhatsApp. So I'm sure many of you in the businesses are aware about the three different WhatsApp available. So quickly, let's just see the one WhatsApp which you install in your simple phone is uses as an individual. That is for individual and which you use it. That's one. Few of the SMBs, those who have installed the app on the mobile phone, which is called WhatsApp for Business. So it is again an app used on the mobile phone. The third variant is the variant which is very interesting, which is a verified WhatsApp business. So the verified, you might have seen the green tick basically which comes up in the WhatsApp. That's called the business verified WhatsApp. And this particular WhatsApp does not get installed on your cell phones. This WhatsApp get installed directly with the application or the software. And when we are talking about the conversational marketing integration and the disruptive technology, that's what the technology can help you improvise all the advertisements which is running with the publishers of in the digital publishers. The moment anyone wants to we have connected that entire interactions with the WhatsApp API, and that's what you can do. So to connect all the advertisements directly with your business API, and then this WhatsApp is actually integrated or connected with one of your bots. So the AI bot is now connected with WhatsApp. So all this particular channel, if you can crack this channel, if you use these kind of platforms, you will be able to respond or communicate or engage any user which is running any you start the conversation or advertisement there on the publisher's network, instant response and instant reply with the feature of NLPs and all that. So that's the advantage what you can use, which typically is not used so far as much as you can use it now. Yes, Sujit.
Yeah, true. So that's where ORAI comes into picture, which is robotic virtual assistants powered by AI, ML, and RPA. Highly advanced technology, which can connect to all your channels, all your digital ad platforms, your marketing campaigns, your website together in giving you a single information or true quality of lead. So if I look at
so when you look into this,
yeah,
I'll take it up, Sujit. So when you look at these kind of platforms, so this is what we are talking about, a platform with modern business conversational AIs. So one is a conversational AI, which typically is a chatbot, so which is an AI-based chatbot. You need an voice assistant because you have seen that the voice assistants like Google, like Alexa, they all have started working nicely on the app. So your businesses can be taken up into the voice side of it. And anyone who say, hey, Alexa, I want to talk to ABC University. I wanted to talk to ABC Realtor. And the conversation starts and everything is happening on the voice. The third is a messenger app, what we have tried covering in this particular series today, that how we can integrate the messenger apps with the running advertisements and the predictive analysis. So predictive analysis is something which has to be a platform which helps you even to qualify, verify, and validate the leads which are coming to your platform.
Yeah, yes. So this is
here. Yeah.
So this is one of the interesting facts when it comes to a predictive analysis. As Swapnil was mentioning, ORAI has a built-in power which can identify, tell that which are the set of users can be your buyer, or which are the set of users which are basically an information seeker. So it depicts or identifies these two type of your visitors from any of your platforms. So be it its website, be it its ads, Facebook, WhatsApp, Google platforms, Google ad platforms, or Instagram. So it has an algorithm built in, and you get a core, I will say, verified lead information who are buyer directly into your CRM. Yes, okay.
Right. So thanks for that. And I mean, the next slide basically covers like the platforms like ORAI, which is a modern business conversational AI, how the everything is getting connected, how you can utilize the platform.